The Rams have an intriguing issue for the first 2 weeks of the season. Jimmy Garoppolo, the backup to Matthew Stafford, will be serving a PED suspension. Stetson Bennett is the guy who's being evaluated as the number 2 for those first 2 games. He had 4 interceptions in extensive work against the Cowboys. Threw a game-winning touchdown pass on a 16-play drive, maybe 18-play drive. I think it was 18-play drive. Although a 5th interception that was nullified by penalty would have ended that drive. So he had a rough going. And yesterday, Sean McVay, or maybe 2 days ago,
I think it was 2.
Sean McVay said he needs to see a more of a body of work from Stetson Bennett before knowing that he can trust him to be the guy who would play if Matthew Stafford gets injured, either at Detroit or at Arizona. What do you need to see from Stetson Bennett to conclude that he's ready to go if Stafford gets hurt?
A lot. I got to see a lot. You know, first off, is it just 2 games with Jimmy Garoppolo? For some reason, I thought it was
just
more,
2.
Okay, I thought it was
just
more
2.
than that. But I got to see a lot, right? Like, hey, not all interceptions are created equal, right? We saw J.J. McCarthy throw an interception last weekend, and I go, that's one a coach will live with. The guy was, kind of open, and he just missed a throw. It's not like he was like seeing ghosts or didn't see the guy, right? Stetson Bennett had 4 interceptions that were all that. You were like, what is he doing? That is a horrible throw, a horrible decision. What? This is the Rams. They're a Super Bowl contender in the NFC. They had the Lions on the ropes. I mean, Stafford, came off of the practice field yesterday with a little bit of a hamstring injury. We know he's been banged up through his career. Yeah, he gets hurt in week 1 in the first quarter. He can't play. You're going to trust it to Stetson Bennett after what we saw last week? That is, you got to see a cleaner game and have some confidence that he can execute the offense without making major blunders and mistakes. I think that's the big thing you got to see there. And if he plays like he did last week, then yeah, they're going to have to do something and figure something out for the first 2 games because, again, you can't win the Super Bowl the first 2 or 3 weeks, but you can lose it. You can definitely lose it. So that's where I look at the Rams and the Lions, Mike. 2 teams that, the Lions even more in the Super Bowl window, where I would go, I don't know how comfortable I feel about those backup situations for teams that are in the Super Bowl convo. They would scare me a little bit.
Well, and if it's not Stetson Bennett, Dresser Wynn is the other option on the roster, or they just have to find somebody. Go out there and find somebody that knows the offense. Where's the guy that
Ryan Tannehill's still out there?
But where's the guy that knows the McVay offense? The guy that kind of looks like Ed Sheeran that played a playoff game.
Oh, Wolford. John Wolford.
John Wolford.
Right.
They need to find somebody like that, potentially, who can come in and just kind of hold down the fort for a couple of weeks, and then they decide what to do after that.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.